Do not rely on the 5 love languages. Here's why. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Ganowski, sexologist and sex coach for men. I've been working with men for 6+ years now, helping hundreds of them with their dick-related issues and also their sex communication issues with their female partners. Talking about the 5 love languages here by Gary Chapman. These are great for starting a conversation about connection and feeling loved. For those of you who aren't aware of what the 5 love languages are, they are words of affirmation, physical touch, which by the way are the 2 most common, acts of service, quality time, and gift giving. What a lot of people tend to do with these love languages, and I know this because I work with many, many men one-on-one over the last 6 years, so I get an idea of what they're doing and how they're starting conversations and where they stop conversations. So what I see happening in a lot of relationships is they will ask their partner, "What's your love language?" And she'll say, "Oh, words of affirmation." And then he's like, "Okay, great. Da, 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 da. Okay, Steph, I know everything. I know what she wants to feel loved." No, you don't. That's not enough. Love is much more complex than 5 categories. This can be an easy way out, kind of like a cop-out of having a intimate, deeper conversation about what it means to feel loved by each other. Because instead you could just be like, "Oh, what's your love language?" "Oh, mine's physical touch." "Oh, yours is physical touch." "Okay, cool. We'll just touch each other and that will show that we're in love with each other." It's great to start a conversation, but then there are so many other things you want to touch upon. I encourage you to have a conversation and just say, "Hey, I know that I asked your love language and we never really talked about what makes you feel really loved by me, like all the specific things throughout our relationship. Like I would love to know the examples of things that made you feel really connected to me or really close to me, because that would just help me know more specifically how to connect with you. Over the last year we were together, what are the moments that stand out to you, or like the little things I do or the big gestures I've made that made you feel really loved by me?" That's a great question, right? And chances are there's going to be more in those examples specifically than just physical touch. So you're going to see, wow, she told me her love language is physical touch, but all these examples she's giving me are not really much about touching. That's the interesting part. Like, you'll find that you see this whole other side of your partner when you actually look for it. And you be ready also to share the things that make you feel really connected to her. What were your specific examples from the last year of being together, or even not even last year? It could be for the life of your relationship. What are the moments that really stand out that made you feel most connected and most loved or appreciated? And share that with her. Let her know that. And be specific about it, like, "Oh, that time when we went on a trip to Vegas and we had that conversation in this casino and we were laughing so hard and then we were like crying and then we started talking about our relationship and how much we loved each other." Like, that's such a specific thing that it will stand out to her. By the way, that was my experience recently in Vegas with my boyfriend. I was there last month and we just had a really powerful, great conversation. And it's a moment I'll remember forever. And I'll always think like, wow, that was such an intimate moment between us. It was so great. Like, it's one of those moments I want to rewind and go back to. If I could, I would. You want to understand what those moments are. By you understanding those moments with your partner, it makes you feel more connected, because she might be like, "Oh my God, I loved that moment too." And you're like, "Right, wasn't it great?" And you're kind of having this bonding moment over a time when you really connected and when you really felt love for each other. Like, that's so great. That in itself, that conversation is going to feel really good and even bring you guys closer because you have a better understanding of each other. When we understand each other more, we feel closer. We feel like, "Oh, you get me and I get you." That's such a special thing. I hope this video encourages you to extend the conversation. Don't ever leave it at, "What is your love language?" "Okay, got it." No, you probably don't got it until you've had multiple conversations about what it means and what it feels like to be loved and connected to each other. And it's going to change over time too. So don't ever stop having these conversations. Make them often, have them often, so that they will stay comfortable for the remainder of your relationship. And that way connection is always there. I hope this video helped you. If you feel like you need more one-on-one support, feel free to fill out an application in the description of this episode. I'll see you in the next video.